Welcome to Phesily, where we dive deep into one of the most captivating chapters in rock and roll history. Today, we're exploring the Elvis and Priscilla story, a tale of love, fame, and betrayal that resonates through the annals of music history. Centered on Elvis Presley, the world's most iconic performer, we uncover not just a story of musical genius, but of a heart torn between two women, Priscilla Presley and Anita Wood. Both shared his love and navigated the complexities of his affections amidst whispered rumors, heartfelt letters from distant lands, and the undeniable charm of the king himself. This is the untold story of love's trials in the shadow of stardom. Before we dive into this saga, hit that subscribe button to join us on this and other thrilling explorations into the lives of your favorite stars. During the years Priscilla Presley was involved with Elvis Presley, she struggled with persistent doubts about his fidelity. Their relationship was marred by rumors and whispers that Elvis might not be entirely faithful, casting a shadow over their time together. At the beginning of their relationship, Elvis was also romantically linked to Anita Wood, a fact that Priscilla was well aware of. Anita, like Priscilla later, was plagued by the fear that Elvis's heart might be divided. Her suspicions were fueled by the existence of a mysterious correspondent from Germany. This mysterious person was someone Elvis had met while stationed in Germany as part of his military service. Anita knew of the letters this young woman sent to Elvis, which seemed to suggest a romantic connection. Despite the potential implications of these letters, Elvis attempted to allay Anita's fears. Elvis reassured Anita that the letters were innocent, suggesting that there was no romantic entanglement to worry about. He downplayed the significance of his relationship with the person from Germany, trying to maintain peace with Anita. However, the lingering doubts remained, overshadowing their relationship with uncertainty. Elvis and Anita Wood were in a committed relationship before he was deployed to Germany with the U.S. Army. Despite the distance, their relationship seemed to withstand the test of time, and continued even after his return to the United States. However, the dynamics began to shift when Elvis met Priscilla and began to pursue her, complicating his relationship with Anita. Anita's fears and suspicions about Elvis's fidelity grew more intense when she accidentally discovered a letter from Priscilla. This letter was a tangible piece of evidence that Elvis might be emotionally involved with someone else. The discovery of this correspondence was a pivotal moment for Anita, confirming her worst fears about Elvis's loyalty. In the letter that Anita Wood found, Priscilla's words were candid and revealing. She wrote, "You need to call my daddy and talk him into letting me come over. I want to come really bad." This quote from Peter Guralnick's book, *Careless Love, The Unmaking of Elvis Presley*, highlighted Priscilla's eagerness to visit Elvis in the United States, suggesting that their relationship was becoming more serious. Despite the clear intentions expressed in Priscilla's letter, Elvis tried to downplay the situation when Anita confronted him about it. He denied any serious implications of the letter and attempted to reassure Anita that his relationship with Priscilla was not as it seemed. This denial only served to deepen Anita's suspicions and strain their relationship further. When Elvis returned home from the studio, I confronted him with Priscilla's letter, and it sparked a heated argument, Anita Wood recalled. She described how Elvis tried to trivialize the contents of the letter and the nature of his relationship with Priscilla. He insisted that Priscilla was merely a young 14-year-old with a crush, downplaying her interest as innocent and non-threatening. He emphasized their family ties and friendships through the Army, suggesting that her father was a close friend of his, in an effort to portray the situation as purely platonic. Elvis's attempt to dismiss the situation casually did little to alleviate Anita's concerns. His explanation seemed too convenient, and his nonchalance only fueled Anita's doubts. The argument highlighted the growing rift between them, as Elvis struggled to balance his commitments to Anita with the emerging relationship with Priscilla. This confrontation was a turning point, marking a decline in trust and an increase in tension in their relationship. Anita Wood found herself deeply disturbed by the letter's contents and felt that her worries about Elvis's fidelity were now validated. Despite their confrontation and the tensions it brought, Elvis didn't cease his communications with Priscilla. Instead, he maintained a sporadic correspondence with her, which only deepened Anita's unease and suspicion about the nature of their connection. In 1962, Elvis's relationship with Priscilla took a significant step forward when he officially invited her to the United States. This move not only underscored the seriousness of his interest in Priscilla, but also marked a pivotal shift in his relationship with Anita. For Anita, this act was a clear signal that her relationship with Elvis was under serious threat, intensifying her feelings of betrayal and hurt. "Well, I didn't understand because I had seen pictures of Priscilla waving goodbye," Anita Wood recounted. She explained how the gesture mirrored her own emotional farewell when Elvis had departed from Memphis. Despite this poignant similarity, Elvis dismissed Priscilla's actions, reassuring Anita that because Priscilla was so young, her feelings were inconsequential. However, these reassurances did little to soothe Anita's worries. Anita's unease persisted as she couldn't shake the image of Priscilla's farewell, which seemed to carry more significance than Elvis admitted. His attempts to downplay the situation failed to convince Anita, leaving her increasingly unsettled. The comparison between her own deep feelings at Elvis's departure and what she perceived in Priscilla's gesture made it hard for her to accept Elvis's dismissive explanation as the whole truth. Elvis' friends started to notice that Priscilla occupied a more significant place in his heart than merely being a youthful admirer. It became apparent as Elvis increasingly mentioned his interest in finding a new girlfriend, with Priscilla's name frequently surfacing in his conversations. This shift indicated a growing emotional investment in Priscilla, contrasting with his attempts to portray their connection as trivial when speaking with Anita. The repeated mentions of Priscilla in casual discussions weren't just offhand remarks. They signaled a deeper fondness and possibly a strategic introduction of her presence into his everyday life. This gradual change in how Elvis spoke of Priscilla to his friends contributed to the growing realization that his relationship with Anita was fundamentally changing, revealing his shifting affections towards the younger Priscilla. "We didn't know what he meant, but after a while he kept on talking about this girl Priscilla he met in Germany after I left." His bodyguard Red West remembered in the book Elvis, "What Happened?" by Steve Dunleavy. "When he told me she wasn't yet 15, I nearly had a heart attack. He assured me that this girl was different, very different from the typical Memphis girl, and I was prepared to disbelieve him." Anita Wood remained in a relationship with Elvis until 1962, enduring the complexities and challenges of his romantic entanglements. However, as time progressed, she reached a point where she could no longer overlook the issues that had been building up. Anita yearned for a stable, committed relationship that would lead to marriage and starting a family. Unfortunately, she came to the stark realization that Elvis was not only unfaithful, but also not prepared to commit to the settled life she desired. Faced with the harsh reality of their incompatible goals and Elvis's continued infidelity, Anita made the difficult decision to end their relationship. This decision was driven by her understanding that her needs and desires for a future were fundamentally different from what Elvis was willing or able to offer. This turning point was a significant moment in both of their lives, marking the end of their long-term relationship and setting each on separate paths. "I was in my early 20s and I was ready to get married and have a family. Then, to find out that this young girl had come all the way from Germany. I couldn't believe it," she said. "So I made the decision." Vernon Presley, Elvis' father, held on to the hope that Anita Wood and Elvis might reconcile in the future. He expressed this sentiment to Anita, likely reflecting his desire for stability and happiness in his son's personal life. Despite Vernon's hopeful outlook, Anita was clear in her response. She told him she saw no possibility of reuniting with Elvis. Anita's response to Vernon was rooted in a firm recognition of the deep-seated issues that led to their breakup. Her decision was not just about the immediate circumstances, but a broader understanding that the fundamental differences in their aspirations and Elvis' inability to commit made any future reconciliation unlikely. This candid exchange highlighted the finality of Anita's decision closing a chapter in both their lives. For more insights into the lives and secrets of the stars, don't forget to subscribe to Phesily. Join us as we unravel more mysteries of the celebrity world. Until next time, keep the legacy alive.